Rejection and acceptance, two phenomena continually present in the history of salvation. God calls, man rejects. He forgets all what he did, what God did in the past. The Passover, the alliance, and the promised land. God does not abandon him. He accepts him, he corrects him, and he continuously guides him through. In the Old Testament, like we see in the introduction to the letter to the Hebrews, God spoke to his people in various times and different manners through the prophets. But in these last days, he spoke to us through his Son. This is the important factor. God came down to dwell with us and to act in us, not through intermediaries like the prophets in the Old Testament, but personally. He established his permanent presence among his people. But even there, we observe in St. John, he came to his own, and his own did not receive him. The result was he had to be born in a manger, abandoned by everyone. But he made that manger the central point of his acceptance of humanity. It was a start. It ended up in his self-sacrifice to save humanity. He achieved his mission and completed it, sealed it with his own blood, like the conclusion of any covenant. He is present among us through his Spirit. We are reliving his coming during Christmas. The fundamental question to ask is, the Word made flesh present in our Christmas celebrations. The one abandoned is always him. Christmas brings us a precious message which unites heaven and earth. Since he is the source of life, he gives us his life. And his life, like St. John in his introduction would say, is light, light shining for us. His presence, his life, his light. Three motives for us to celebrate. If we really want to meet the babe born in the manger, we have to bow down with all humility. Without bowing down, we will not achieve anything. We humans are not interested at all to be small and to bow to others. Only God bowed to us, showing his concern, his eagerness to save us, and his readiness to be with us. May God bless each one of you with his continuous presence, with his life, with his light. Have a blessed Christmas.